Yells!
Hey everybody, Bob here again, and today I'm back with another awesome unboxing video. But this graphics card is absolutely freaking crazy. It just came out recently. It's the MSI GTX 780, and it's the Lightning Edition, which means it's overclocked like crazy. And it's actually, I think they overclocked it to an extent where with some games, it's as fast as the GTX Titan. Can you believe that? And that card is like $1,000, which is pretty freaking crazy. But of course I did get this graphics card with Cutting Edge Gamer, so I'll talk about this really quick because that's the only way I can really afford these graphics cards. Well, I mean, I could afford them, but whenever you guys check out Cutting Edge Gamer with that link I have in the description, it really helps me afford these graphics cards a lot better because this graphics card in particular, the MSI GTX 780 Lightning, is like $800, and with Cutting Edge Gamer it's like $85 a month, which makes it a lot cheaper, but whenever you guys check out my link, it makes it even cheaper for me. So Cutting Edge Gamer is awesome. It makes graphics cards a lot cheaper. You know, you can space out your payments, or you can switch graphics cards every month, or whatever you want to do. They have a crazy selection, so check them out. And on top of that, if the graphics card breaks, then they give you a new graphics card, which is awesome. Which, if you just bought the thing, you'd be screwed otherwise. So you'd have to go through RMA, which would take like a month. With Cutting Edge Gamer, it's like 2 to 3 days. So check them out. It really means a lot whenever you guys do that. And I really appreciate your support. But anyways, let's get into this graphics card unboxing. I've heard this one is just absolutely crazy. Of course, it's fast as hell because it's like apparently as fast as the Titan in some games, which is pretty freaking crazy because it's quite a bit cheaper, like $200 cheaper. So they do that by overclocking this card like crazy, which of course means it does use a lot of power, so we'll talk about that first. So the requirements, guys probably won't be able to read them too well, but PCI Express on your computer, a X16 slot, so pretty much every computer has at least one of those. But this graphics card can also do SLI, so if you want to get 2 of these, which would be very expensive. Also, this graphics card needs a two 8-pin PCI Express supplemental power connectors, so that's pretty cool. I'll talk about that when we actually get to the graphics card. Minimum 600 watt power supply, and I would probably suggest more than that because this graphics card, especially if you overclock it on top of the base overclock, it's going to use a lot of power. Also, it has a minimum 12 volt current of 42 amps, which is pretty high. On top of that, SLI, all that good stuff. This card, 3 gigabytes GDDR5, which is pretty freaking awesome. 384 bits on the memory bus, and has plenty of outputs for your displays and everything. And honestly, I don't know if you guys noticed this, the box itself is pretty big. And I've heard that the actual packaging inside is just crazy, and it'll be pretty exciting to check out. But the box itself also has some pretty good stuff on the back. I just read this earlier. Apparently it has triple level signals. It has a light on there that apparently shows, according to a color of the light, how much load is the graphics card running. So green for a light load, blue for a medium load, and red for a high load. So that's pretty cool. Something kind of interesting that MSI did. Also has that cool fan design. Has 3 of them, the 2 big ones on the side and 1 little fan in the middle. But we'll talk about that once we get in there. Also, all the other good stuff on there. But let's go inside the box. Okay, so we got the box outside of the box, I guess. But honestly, I mean, it looks like a briefcase or something. It's just absolutely crazy. You see this little thing down there? That's where all the extra connectors will be. And right here, we got the graphics card on top. And also plenty of branding on the box, Lightning, and then on the side it says MSI Lightning. So let's check it out. And shabam, look at that. Oh yeah, even has like a little hinge on there. Can you believe that? Clearly, this graphics card, MSI put a lot of work into it. It just came out like a couple weeks ago, and you can see all the work that MSI did. So there's a little design right there. 2 fans on the outside and then 1 in the middle. So pretty cool. And let's check it out. So here we got the graphics card, and I'll be honest, it looks beautiful, and also I might as well say it's pretty big. Those fans are just huge. They have that cool, kind of like almost like a blade design on them. They don't look like normal fans on both of those. And then that little one in the middle, which is pretty cool. Kind of interesting design with the little cutouts of yellow in there, and I guess rivets kind of looks like or something. So pretty cool. Let's start off with the display ports. So we got a full-sized display port right there. Got a full-sized HDMI port right there. And we got two DVI ports. And I'm pretty sure one of them's digital only. Probably the top one. The bottom one is probably analog as well. So pretty cool. And some vents, you know, to keep it cool. Got to do that, especially with all the overclocking. There is the X16 slot right there. That's pretty normal, but pretty cool. It's nice that they put a protector on all that stuff because, you know, pretty cool. You don't want that crap to get broken. Let's see. I think, yeah, on MSI cards they have that whole, like, voltmeter thing or something. I really don't know anything about that, but for you guys that do know that, that's cool. You know, always a good thing to have that on there. And then moving right into the supplemental power, there is two 8-pins. Which, of course, even more power than the Titan, I think, just because this card is overclocked so much. And then it says Lightning right there. It looks pretty great, because that's what you'll see from the inside of the computer for the most part. So, pretty cool. I don't really know where the light is on there. Maybe, like, right... Actually, oh, there's a switch right there, so it could be right around there. Right there is a switch. So, it could be something to do with that. And also, on the back of the card, I like it whenever they have, like, a little plate on the back that kind of covers up everything, but also kind of shows you a couple accents, which looks cool. Also, MSI has the that little thing right there. Actually, that might be the thing that lights up, because on that GTX 770 I unboxed, which, you know, that was a pretty cool card, that lit up blue. So this one probably lights up as well. So, pretty cool. Also, SLI ports, probably 3-way or maybe 4-way, but pretty cool. Again, you know, the little things really count on those little protectors to keep it nice and working good. So, pretty cool. Also, I might as well just mention, this card is just right there. There's a lot of extra part right there. So, make sure you do have a pretty good size case, because if you have a small case, this one might not fit in there. It's pretty big. But pretty cool stuff. So, we'll close it back up and move to the bottom. Go. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that fancy? Man, good job, MSI. You guys are awesome. Okay, so let's see on the left side first. I think these are all, yeah, all that good stuff. The Certificate of Quality and Stability. Because MSI really does build some fabulous graphics cards. Also, for those 8-pin supplemental connectors, we have some adapters. So it looks like you can do a 6-pin to the 8-pin, which is nice because a lot of times power supplies only have that 6-pin, so pretty cool. Although if you do use a 6-pin to the 8-pin, overclocking might not work as well because there's obviously not as much power going there, but still pretty cool. It's nice of MSI to do that. On top of that, we got a DVI to VGA, or VGI to, or DVI to VGA. I don't know what I was thinking. So obviously one of those ports is a analog then, so it's good for you people with analog monitors. And we got a bridge, quite a long SLI bridge to be honest. And pretty standard stuff. Got some screws, and I think that's for the other compartment. I don't really know what that is. I'll put an annotation on there once we get to that. But I know you can do something special with the overclocking, I think, on this graphics card. So, yeah, pretty cool. Also, those leads I was talking about, like the volt leads or whatever, I think that has something to do with overclocking, but they give you those little connectors, which is nice. Check the voltage or something. We got the drivers, of course, and it is capable on Windows 8, which is cool. Although, pretty much all graphics cards are anyways these days, so that's pretty cool. Although, still, I always recommend, download the latest drivers. NVIDIA is always coming out with new beta drivers to give the most frames in certain games and stuff. Especially with Splinter Cell, that's one game that just came out that they keep coming out with drivers. So, pretty cool. And a quick user's guide. So, I guess if you're quick, then you can use this. On top of that, we got the right side compartment, which is probably the use of those screws. Now, I think this might be a different back panel for the graphics card. I'm not really sure. I'll put an annotation in the video. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But I know it has something to do with overclocking, I'm pretty sure. because this card was definitely built to overclock. Has so many things going for it for overclocking. I think there even has a bunch of software things where you can check the fan speeds and everything. It's pretty crazy. Even for like each specific fan, I think you can do that. So MSI just put a lot of work in overclocking this card, and you can see, especially with these little extra parts they give you, which is why the graphics card does cost more. So there we got it, the graphics card once again. It looks beautiful. MSI, you guys always just, blow me away. I don't even understand. I'm sure this graphics card is going to be crazy fast. They always blow me away in that area too. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty interesting design and pretty cool stuff. So if you guys want to, get this graphics card yourself, maybe get a Titan, maybe get a GTX, 760. They have those too. They're pretty cheap there. Check out Cutting Edge Gamer, link in the description. Pretty good deals. So pretty cool. Or I guess you could just buy this graphics card. I think it's like $850 or something. It's pretty expensive, but you can clearly see, without a doubt, where MSI put that money. I mean, they're giving you that money right back. So you get what you pay for. So anyways, pretty cool. Great box. Great card. Great accessories with there. And I just can't believe it. So, great job in MSI. Thank you, Cutting Edge Gamer, for allowing me to get beautiful graphics cards like this. And thanks for Yaosh for uploading this video. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. If you guys want to check out my channel, go for it. I do a lot more unboxings. I do a lot more video game stuff. So, check me out if you want to. But, otherwise, make sure you like this video. Thanks, Yaosh, for doing that. It really means a lot. And I'll see you crazy motherfuckers around the bend. Peace out! Apparently, at first you were like, hey, you can't do any used games, hey, you can't do any offline gameplay, and then you call that shit back. Unless you bring back vertical orientation, I'm not going to buy it.